past proud board member for Best Foot Forward. I can't wait to take this virtual voyage with you at our wonderful Soulmates Luncheon.
everyone. This is Lisa Orlando. I am a BFF Soulmate Luncheon Committee member, and I'm just getting ready for the luncheon. I'm so excited for our very first virtual event. You can see my dogs are somewhere getting ready with me. So thank you so much for joining us. I think it's going to be a really exciting experience. Have fun. Bye.
it's Gigi Thailander. Thank you for joining us as we set sail for our virtual luncheon.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see the timer up there on the screen. We are just less than 10 minutes away from our program beginning here for Best Foot Forward and our Soulmates Luncheon. If you are not registered for the event, you must do so to become part of the full immersive experience. If you're watching this through Qtago, which is our mobile bidding and donating platform, you're already registered. You're good to go. You're in the right place. If you're watching anywhere else, you must go to this web address and get registered. It's BFFSoulmatesLuncheon2020.com. BFFSoulmatesLuncheon2020.com. So please check that out. Get registered so you can really enjoy the full experience that is the BFF Soulmates Luncheon. We also want to interact with you throughout the program, so please know that you can text in pictures throughout the program. The text-to-screen number we're using today is 813-212-2122. So that too is right on the screen right there. So we've had people sending in pictures already, so continue to send them in. Let us know you're having a good time. Let us know you're ready to go as we get ready to support Best Foot Forward at today's Soulmates Luncheon.
Cross, proud board member for Best Foot Forward. I can't wait to take this virtual voyage with you at our wonderful Soulmates Luncheon.
Ahoy, everyone. Welcome to the Soulmates Luncheon. Are you ready to be inspired?
I am. I support Best Foot Forward because changing the lives of foster care kids is so important to me.
During the event, 2 of our students will share their inspirational story of how Best Foot Forward has impacted their lives.
It's incredible to see what these kids have accomplished because of Best Foot Forward.
And I support Best Foot Forward because every child in foster care deserves a chance.
It takes a village, and Larry Ryan, CEO and president of ChildNet, will be receiving our 2020 Anchor Award.
Going to be amazing. We are so glad you're here with us today.
Your support is going to change so many lives.
Each of you will receive a $25 gift card to Oceans 234 and are eligible for door prizes during the event.
Don't forget to check out Qtago to see how you could support our kids.
I'm so excited to see who wins the raffle. The prize is a $3,000 Valentino shoe and handbag shopping spree, compliments of Saks Fifth Avenue, Boca Raton.
Wahoo!
There are only 100 raffle tickets available, so get yours now on Qtago.
All proceeds directly impact the children in Best Foot Forward.
I'm so proud of all that Best Foot Forward has accomplished. As chairman of the board, I truly appreciate all of you being at the event.
We are ready to set sail and begin the program, so sit back and enjoy.
Yay!
All right, thank you so much for those of you who helped kick off our program here. My name is Jason Alpert, and I will be your host, your MC, and for what it's worth, your captain. Because this is the essentials for smooth sailing, and that's what we're looking to do. We're helping the youngsters who are most impacted by the mission of Best Foot Forward here today. Understand the Best Foot Forward, if you want to put it simply, kind of acts as the parents for many of these young people in the foster care system, not only while they're in the system, but also when they graduate out of the system. What this program does, it was initiated just 1 year ago for the first time. They look to help fulfill some of the things that these kids need that aren't part of Best Foot Forward's regular operating expenses. They want to help the kids with a meal out now and again, maybe provide them some funds for sports or band or ROTC. Maybe they want to give them a little decorations for their dorm room. Those are the type of things we can help fund here through this program today. Understand that all the bidding and all the donating, all the giving can be done through the Qtego platform. If you're not registered already, here's the web address you need to go to get registered for our program. If you are watching this program through the Qtego platform, which means you've received a text message from Qtego giving you the link to click on to watch the program, you're already registered, you're good to go, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're watching anywhere else besides through the Qtego platform, please go to this web address, get registered, and get to be part of our program. Through Qtego, you can at any time support Best Foot Forward and some of these essentials we're looking for you to help promote. If you just click on the menu button, there's a button that says Instabuy. You click on Instabuy, and there will be a whole list of things that you can buy for our Best Foot Forward kids. So we'll tell you more about that as we go through the program. We also want to interact with you all throughout the program as well. We want to see that you're out there and know that you're enjoying this program. We've got a great system set up here called Text to Screen. All it does, it sets it up so you text it, and it goes to the screen, hence the name Text to Screen. All you have to do is text your pictures to 813-212-2122. We'll put up that number a few times throughout the program, and you can see right here a few people have already been sending in their programs as we've been getting ready to go throughout the pre-show. So please keep texting in those photos, keep letting us know that you're out there, you're enjoying yourself, you're having a great time supporting this great cause that is Best Foot Forward. We, of course, are going to have our Anchor Award presentation that will wrap up our program tonight, followed by an amazing singing performance by one of our Best Foot Forward kids, so you'll want to make sure that you stick around for that. We're also going to give away a few registration prizes. For this, all you have to do is be registered in order to win. So, if you haven't registered, go ahead and get registered. Our first prize is an Amazon gift card, and we're going to randomly select it from everyone who is registered for our program. So we're going to have Qtego pick that for me now. You got a winner for me? Deborah Cohen. Deborah Cohen. How about a round of applause for Deborah? All right. Now, you will see that we have an enormous studio audience here. We are a grand total of 4, right? But ultimately, we're going to be loud and proud and let you know that we want to celebrate you, our Best Foot Forward supporters, here today. We also have an opportunity for you to win a great prize, courtesy of our friends at Saks Fifth Avenue. It is a $3,000 Valentino shopping spree. It is purses and shoes and purses and shoes, right? And if you want more purses and shoes, you can do that as well, up to $3,000 worth. So please, if you want to get in on that, all you have to do, once again, is go to that Instabuy on your bidding device. You can bid from your phone, your laptop, your TV, however you're watching the program. There's a button there that says Instabuy. If you click on that, you'll see we only offered 100 opportunities to get in on this game. There's only 30 of them left. So if you want in on the Valentino Saks Fifth Avenue shopping spree, please, we're going to announce that at the end of the program. You'll hear it often said that these programs do not happen without sponsors. And we always want to make it an opportunity or take an opportunity to thank these sponsors. And we enlisted some of our Best Foot Forward kids to help thank the sponsors. Now, you'll see throughout the video that many of the Best Foot kids are holding up thank you signs. They're holding up them in front of their faces because they're minors. We don't like to show their faces. But understand that behind these signs, they are smiling and they are so appreciative of the sponsors of today's Soulmates Luncheon. All right. Thank you to all of our sponsors of this Soulmates Luncheon benefiting Best Foot Forward. Once again, if you're not registered, you still have time to do so, so please get registered. We're picking registration prizes just for being registered. We're going to announce another one of those in just a moment. I also want you to know that you can still get in on the Valentino Saks Fifth Avenue opportunity drawing. It's that $3,000 shopping spree. I'll tell you too, I know that people are out there watching because I announced a minute ago that we had 30 opportunities left. That number's now down to 25. So we'll keep ticking away at those, see if we can sell out that opportunity drawing before the end of the program. We do have another registration prize just for registering. You got put into this contest, this drawing. So we have another winner. This one again, an Amazon gift card of $50. And the winner of that is? Lisa Sullivan. Lisa Sullivan. How about a round of applause for Lisa? Lisa, what you just did to win that prize is just about absolutely nothing. We hope you're sitting there relaxing, knowing that you've won an Amazon gift card courtesy of Best Foot Forward, so thank you for that. We also want to talk a little bit more about this text to screen, 813-212-2122. We've had some great pictures being sent in throughout the program. We want to show some of them to you now. And as you send them in, understand that we're going to keep refreshing this, and we're going to go back to this throughout the program. We see some people are watching from their offices, some people watching from their home offices. We've got our furry friends even watching. Sully wants to say that he's enjoying the program. So please send in your message. Some people having house parties there. We'd love to see those pictures. People from last year's bashes. Folks, look at these great pictures. So please send them in to us. Let us know that you are watching, you're enjoying it, and you're having a great time. We also will let you know that coming up at the conclusion of the program, we've got a great performance by one of our Best Foot Forward kids named Serenity. She will knock your socks off with her beautiful tune and tones as she sings a song to wrap up our program coming up in just a little while. We do want to take some time now, though, to make sure that everyone understands exactly who Best Foot Forward is, what they do, why they do it, how they do it. And there's no better people to share this information with you than two women who had a dream a little more than a decade ago. They saw a need. They put together a plan. They executed the plan. And today, they have formed an organization in Best Foot Forward that there's not another organization out there that when you give, it more directly goes to the beneficiaries, the kids right here in our community of Boca Raton, Broward County, South Florida. We want to give them an opportunity, our founders, to say hello during today's Soulmates Luncheon.
Hi, my name is Donna Biazzi, and I am a co-founder of Best Foot Forward. We would like to thank you for joining us here today at our second annual Soulmates Luncheon. COVID-19 has made 2020 a rough year for all of us, and we extend our sincere thoughts and prayers to all who have been directly impacted by this pandemic. Here at Best Foot Forward, we have had to shift gears, and we are providing our services remotely. The fact is, life goes on, and for the students in Best Foot Forward, we are their safety net. We continue to be here to help them academically, and we are here to provide for support that goes over and above those academic needs. Unfortunately, we were forced to cancel our 10-year anniversary bash fundraiser in March, and we sincerely thank those sponsors who supported that event and provided much-needed funding for us to be able to carry on our programs. We'd like to thank all of you who are here today. While it is a virtual event, it is no less important, and it is even more crucial for us to continue to provide what our students need. We thank our board of directors and our Soulmates committee members for their commitment and dedication, especially during these times. We're so fortunate to have them. And we would love to recognize our staff who is responsible for the success of our students day in and day out. Thank you so much for everything that you do. This event would not be possible without the support of some very generous Soulmate sponsors. Thank you, and thank everyone for being a part of this event. We truly could not do it without you. And now I would like to introduce Debbie Ellman, co-founder of Best Foot Forward.
Thanks, Donna. I don't normally get nervous talking in front of crowds, but I don't like talking in front of the camera. I don't know why, but with COVID, we're all doing things that we don't normally do. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Best Foot Forward, and that's very hard to do in a short time. So I was thinking that maybe I could talk about the why we do what we do, why Best Foot Forward exists. In our community, there are hundreds and hundreds of children that are abused and neglected by their families every day. In the worst of the scenarios, the child is removed from the home and put into foster care. That child has trouble trusting adults. They don't like school. They struggle in school. And they're different from all other children in very many ways. That's where Best Foot Forward comes in. Our coaches are very patient in building relationships with them, and they teach them a value of learning. In the 10 years that we've been doing this, we go into the schools and we provide one-on-one intensive intervention services. And we also combine that with extracurricular activities like our back to school and our holiday parties that are very fun, but always focused on learning. Because we know that education is the key to breaking the cycle of abuse and poverty and providing the children with a future that looks very bright. We've had so many success stories in our 10 years, and we're very happy to share some of them with you.
When you hear the stories of Jeff and Kathleen, you will be inspired and driven to do the most you can do to help them and the more than 250 children, teens, and young adults in our program. Please help us provide every opportunity for them to have the same privileges that many other children have. Most importantly, the support of caring people. People say we change our students' lives. After hearing Jeff and Kathleen's stories, they just might change yours. Thank you so much for being a part of Best Foot Forward and for being there for these very special kids. Now, I'd like to turn it back over
Donna
to
and
Jason.
Debbie, thank you for so much of what you do for the kids in our community, of what you have founded from the ground up to really make that direct impact in such an area of such need. I will tell you that as we go into this next part of the program called the Call to the Heart, I'll reinforce again, please, if you're not registered, go to that web address and get registered, because this is the part of the program where we're going to ask you to dig deep from the bottom of your heart and give in the call from the heart. It's going to go directly to our mission, and it's not for me to tell about our mission or for Donna or Debbie for that matter. It's for you to hear it firsthand from those who are most impacted by it. We want to take an opportunity for you to meet two of the Best Foot Forward kids who aren't so much kids anymore. They started off that way. But now they have begun to blossom, and you're going to hear their stories and understand why Best Foot Forward serves such a crucial role in their lives. We're going to start with Kathleen.
Thank you, Jason. My name is Kathleen Rock. I'm 23 years old, and I would like to share my story with you. When I was 16 years old, I was placed in foster care due to my father abusing me every day, and one day he got carried away and beat me for 6 hours and nearly beat me to death. I was so scared and afraid about my future to the point that I shut myself down from everybody and didn't want no one to get close to me. One day I was called down to my guidance counselor office to meet with Miss Donna and Debbie from Best Foot Forward. But I was scared to let them inside my life until they started showing up how much they care about me by showing up every week to my school and providing me with tutoring session for my classes and making sure I was on top of everything. I remember when I found out that I wasn't able to graduate with my classmates, I was so depressed, but Best Foot Forward Foundation never gives up on me. They provided me with tutor to study for my SAT, ACT, until I ended up passing the tests 3 months after my graduation. After my graduation, my life went downhill. I was homeless, moving from house to house. It was hard for me to stay focused in school, but Best Foot Forward stayed with me and helped me every way they can. With school supplies, laptop, phone, printer, snacks, groceries, hygiene stuff, and transportation. Best Foot Forward was there through my ups and downs. They were there when I was graduating with my AA from Palm Beach State College. They were definitely there when I was graduating this summer with my bachelor at FAU. And they made it very special for me during my graduation, even though the COVID-19 was going very strong, but they were there. They took videos with my cap and gown, pictures, and made it very special for me. I would not be there. I would not be able to graduate from FAU and Palm Beach State if it was not for Best Foot Forward Foundation. Thank you so much, Best Foot Forward.
Hello, my name is Jeff. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I moved into the United States when I was 10 years old. From there, I was placed into the foster system. From the foster system, I met the Best Foot Forward. I met Debbie and Donna. That same day I met Donna and Debbie, I knew they were different. I knew they had it in them to help kids and help someone like me accomplish all my goals. Although it took me a little while to really trust them, but I was able to trust them after 3 years. I started gaining their trust, they started gaining mine, and we were able to move forward, and they were able to help me accomplish graduating high school and college. With Best Foot Forward help, I was able to do a lot. I graduated high school and I finished college. With their help today, I can go out there in the real world and I can find me a decent job. It's not easy being out here. There were many times Best Foot Forward had to help me out, even though they know I don't need help, or want their help, I should say. I'm the type of man that don't take help from no one. But after 3 years dealing with them, seeing that they wouldn't go away, I was able to gain their trust. Right after I gained their trust, I started meeting with them every week. Every day I was free, they were free. They always were willing to meet me. And I thank God that I did not give up on meeting them, because with their help, I graduated high school and college. With their help, I was able to build trust with them and other people. With their help, I was able to eat days that I couldn't feed myself, because I don't like taking from people, but there were times that I had to literally let them help me, because it's life, you know, things hard out here.
We got you, Jeff. I hear what you're saying. We feel you. We thank you for trusting Best Foot Forward. And folks, you can hear it from the bottom of their hearts. Jeff and Kathleen are one of just hundreds of stories we could have shared with you here today. I will tell you that it's not just about the financial help that Best Foot Forward provides to these young people. It's not just about the tutoring that they provide to these young people. It's about the things that oftentimes people don't see. Like, how about this example? Kathleen's college diploma was sent to the Best Foot Forward offices. The first time she got a chance to see that she had that piece of paper was while sitting at BFF. The smile on her face, I promise, behind that diploma, there it is staggering and amazing. And it's not just the diploma arriving. How about the entire graduation ceremony? Jeff's graduation ceremony was canceled, so you know what Best Foot did? They said, we're going to put on a graduation ceremony for him. And they did that. They brought a crowd of people, they gave him the cap and gown, and he got to walk down as a college graduate. So folks, understand that Best Foot is making differences in kids' lives. And the donations that you make here today go directly to those kids and the programs that support those kids. So the way this part of the program works, the call to the heart, is we're going to make that call to your heart, and we're going to ask you to make that donation to this program. At this point, the device that you registered on, whether it be your phone or your computer, your laptop, your smart TV, however you're watching this program, if you have maximized the video, please, you can minimize it now so that you can see the opportunity to donate around the video box. But on your device right now, you should be able to see 8 different buttons. Each one of those buttons has a dollar amount on it. I'm going to call out some dollar amounts here, and as I call out these dollar amounts, I encourage you to tap the button that shows the amount that you are willing to give and donate to Best Foot Forward. Understand that our goal over the next 7 or 8 minutes is to raise $100,000 during this part of the program. It is a big number in the call from the heart, but I believe we can do it. I believe you can help get us there. We do have a great announcement to make to kick off our Bid from the Heart today. This call from the heart at $100,000 has got an anonymous donor who's willing to start us off with $25,000, right? Now, that is great, but it is a match, which means that for every dollar you give for the first $25,000, it automatically gets doubled. And that's how we get that $25,000. So I will ask you as I look up here at my screen, and it will tell me as people are donating as they're giving. Is there anyone out there who wants to eat up the entire match right off the bat with a $25,000 donation? We'll keep watching the screens and watch the names scroll as they come in. Are there donors at $25,000? Understand that it costs about $5,000 to keep a kid in the Best Foot program for an entire year. You can immediately impact 5 young people, young adults in our community with a $25,000 donation. How about a $10,000 donation? Is there a $10,000 donor out there? And I can continue watching this box and seeing when it grows to see when those donations come in. Are there $10,000 donors out there? 2 kids with the snap of a finger are impacted for a full year. Anyone at $10,000? We know many. Oh, we just got a $10,000 donation. Look at that. I love to see that. So now we're going to wait and let this refresh for me over here so I can announce that donor. We do have it there. Paul and Patty Kilgallen. Thank you to Paul and Patty at $10,000. I will tell you, folks, that there are a lot of people who give some of these large donations, and they say, I'm only going to give if other people will join me. The Kilgallens don't do that. They said, I believe in this mission to the tune of $10,000. Who's with us? Who's going to follow our lead? I ask you, are you with them? Will you follow the Kilgallens' lead at $10,000? We'll keep watching the screen, watch that number, see if it continues to grow. We know people have been giving throughout the program, throughout the call to the heart. We'll continue to acknowledge as many of them as we can when we get down to those levels. Anyone else at $10,000 before we move on? Where are my donors at $5,000? Are there $5,000 donors out there to get us started? At this level, remember, that's 1 child throughout a full year. But also understand that we've talked about the essentials that you can buy, the needs in the dorm room, the needs for the nights out. If we scroll up just a little bit, I think we had a $5,000 that came in right before I asked for the $5,000. Can you scroll my MC screen a little bit for me? Right there, a little bit more. Laura McCutcheon gave $5,000 earlier. So to Laura, thank you so much. And another $5,000 donation came in. This one is from the Fun Fund, folks, the Fun Fund. Thank you so much for your contribution. Who else at $5,000? We are at $55,000 for Best Foot Forward, well on our way to our goal of $100,000. Anyone else at $5,000? We're going to keep watching the screen here. The McCutcheons, we want to thank you again for your contribution at $5,000. The Fun Fund at $5,000. Who else will get in at that level? I believe to get to that $100,000 goal, we have to have a few more $5,000 donors and see if those come in. We're at $55,537. Will that jump to $60,000 before we move on to our next level? We'll keep watching the screen here, letting it refresh for me as often as we can. Our next level is the $2,500 level. At $2,500, you can look at it one of 2 ways. You can either support 1 child in the Best Foot Forward program for half a year, because I talked about it costing $5,000 for a full year, or you can look at it as a full year for 1/2 of a child. I don't know how you get a half a child, but however you want to look at it, right? So who's in at $2,500? Mary Vasson is in at $2,500. So how about that, right? I'd love to see that. Meryl Banksell is in at $2,500. Now let's give a round of applause there too. Now we can get the momentum going. Who else at $2,500? Are there other donors at $2,500? The Banksells, we want to thank you. The Vassons, we want to thank you, both at $2,500. Jamie, were there any others at $2,500 that came in earlier? No? All right. We were at $58,387. We're looking for other people at $2,500. We're scrolling the screen right here. The way the studio works is amazing, is that I see all these donations coming in. It's tremendous. We're at $60,887. Lisa Wheeler is in at $2,500. Lisa, thank you. Year after year, Lisa, such a huge supporter of Best Foot Forward. Thank you so much. Anyone else at $2,500? We are over $60,000. Anyone else at that $2,500 level? We'll keep watching the screen here, monitoring it, and understand as I call out these levels, any donation above the dollar amount that I've called out is what you should be putting in. We're watching the screen here too. I've got the same screen on my phone in front of me here as many of you have in front of you. Where are my donors at $1,000? The $1,000 donors are the ones that, folks, your accountant will thank me. It's a nice round even number, right? $1,000 for Best Foot Forward. You want to read off some of these? We can do this. Liz Dinner is a $1,000 donor from earlier. Liz, thank you so much. Cheryl Cherney is in at $1,000. Thank you. Let's go to the delete screen, and I can look at it on there a little bit easier. Anyone else at $1,000? We're at $61,987. We're going to watch that continue to grow and see how high we can get that up. See if we can creep towards that $65,000 and $70,000 level. Anita DeTurt is a $1,000 donor. Anita, thank you. If we can sort that by dollar amount, maybe we can see if there's other $1,000 donors that have come in. And scroll down just a little bit. Those are the three. We got Liz Dinner, Cheryl Cherney, and Anita DeTurt at $1,000. Thank you so much. Anyone else at $1,000? We are at $64,987. We are moving mountains here, folks. We got another one there. Melody Spano is in at $1,000. Michelle Kilgallen is in at $1,000. Now we're rolling. Margie Cross is a $1,000 donor. Margie, thank you so much. Oh, and I like this. Barbara Gooten, you give so often to Best Foot. You're such a huge supporter. Thank you. And you say, I missed the $2,500 apparently. Well, I'm going to go now. So how about Barbara Gooten in at $2,500, right? We are at $81,487. I need to make sure that I know what this is. Are these look like legitimate bids? All right. So I want to make sure, scroll up just a little bit. Let me see how often those came in. Is there a few more? All right. So we just had there, and Molly, if you can check in and let them know what we're seeing on the screen right there before I make a big announcement about that, and ask them if we should be announcing that. Because we got some things showing up on the screen here which are certainly tremendous, and I want to make sure that we acknowledge them appropriately. Are there any other $1,000 donors out there? We know Margaret Fishman has donated $1,000, so let's give Margaret a round of applause right there, right? RJ, this is where you come in. We're working with, yeah, thank you. Because we are working on some things behind the scenes here. Margaret, thank you so much for your donation. 5 of them? 14 of them. Okay, so she gave, well, I want to make sure, Molly's going to check this first before we announce that, right? So we're at $81,487. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? We're going to keep watching the screen and watching it grow. You can say it out loud. She's checking. She's checking, okay. So we'll make sure we acknowledge that as we can. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? The screen continues to refresh here. The technology is amazing. Understand at the $1,000 level, what you're doing also is you're helping fund summer housing. Many of these scholarships that some of our Best Foot Forward kids get don't cover summer expenses. So this would cover their summer expenses at $1,000. Where are my $500 donors? Are there $500 donors out there? My phone continues to buzz, which means donations are coming in. Who's in at $500? We're going to watch the screen here and watch it get up close to $82,000 with our next donation. We're going to wait and see if a $500 donation comes in. We know there are people out there with their fingers on their button, ready to hit, ready to donate, ready to contribute to Best Foot Forward. Anyone at $500? I know we had some donations at $500 earlier on in the program, so in a moment I want to go back and look at some of those that came in previously. We're at $81,487. Okay. Is there one of them, do we know? We're not sure. Not sure, okay. So we're going to sort this screen right here because I know we have some $500 donors that have come in throughout the program. I want to acknowledge and thank them. So we can just scroll right from there so I can see a little farther down on the screen. We're at 82,500, which means other ones are coming in. Woo! Yeah. So Jamie, can you show me a little bit more of that screen? Cheryl Seidel came in at $500. Karen Jacobson came in at $513, right? That's awesome. Thank you so much. Now we got this screen here. If I could look down just beneath there just a little bit. My $500 donors. There we go. We got one right there. Ina Steris, the $500 donor. Round of applause for Ina. Pamela White is a $500. Thank you to Pamela as well. Luis Camarena is in at $500. Thank you, right? We're at $83,000, folks. Anyone else at $500? We're watching the screens here to see as these donations come in. People at home are giving, they're donated. Kathleen Asaf is in at $500. Kathleen, thank you so much. Anyone else at $500? Folks, remember, as I call out these levels, anything above these levels. So as I go down to the $250 level, understand, put in anything that you can above $250. Like Laura McCutcheon, who's just came in with another $1,000 donation. Laura, thank you. Laura, thank you at the $1,000 level. The McCutcheons always support Best Foot Forward. Anyone at $250 now? At the $250 level, folks, we've been talking about the essentials throughout the program. And some of the specific essentials that they can fund for their $250 donation is here. At $250, you're going to provide items for a student to complete his or her dorm room, just to decorate the room, right? We got Mel Elion. I want to make sure I get that one. I love it. You're cheering. You don't even know what he gave yet, but thank you so much. Mel Elion gave $1,000. So Mel, thank you so much. Sharita Maxey gave $500. Sharita, thank you. Joan and Larry Lynch got in at $250. Patty Michenzi gave $500. So Patty, thank you so much at $500. Who else, folks? We're at $86,250. Wait, how about senior year activities? We talk about that as well. Senior year in high school, they want to do the activities, the proms, the homecomings, all the senior activities and games. $250 will help fund those sort of things. Anyone else at $250 or above? We're at $86,250. Anyone at $250 or above? I will tell you that we have one more level that we're going to call, and that level is the $100 level. The $100 level, we hope that everyone here watching, we know that more than 200 people are registered for this program. So if you haven't had a chance to give, please do so now. At the $100 level, there's so many great things that $100 can fund. How about COVID supplies? Just making sure that they've got the masks and the hand sanitizer and everything that goes with the COVID supplies that are necessary. How about, yes? Joan and Larry Lynch, a total of $500. All right, Joan and Larry Lynch are in at $500 total. We'll applaud that, right? Susan Yeager is in at $250. Thank you to Susan. Barbara Police is in at $100. So Barbara, thank you. And you know what? Let's go, Jamie, if you can take me to the other screen. Let's sort again. I want to call out and acknowledge some of these other donors at $100 and $250 and people who have given throughout the program. Because this is what's allowing us to creep up. We're now at $87,000. Can we get to $90,000 throughout our call to the heart here this afternoon? Anyone else? So that's sorted by dollar amount there? Yes? Okay. No, let's do that. I think those are the last ones that have come in. Lorraine Cross is in at 100. I saw that one come in. So we're scrolling down here as I look at it. We're at $87,700. So let me read some of these 250s. The $250 donors, Sue Ann Slavin, Lorraine Rabin, thank you. Renee Rubel, thank you. Jacqueline Cohen at $250. Patricia Burdett at $250. Carolyn Miller at $250. Virginia Spencer at $250. Chuck Stout at $250. Cynthia Krebshash at $250. Lisa Franklin, Joe and Larry Lynch we talked about already. We talked about Susan Yeager and Kathy Fiernerman at $150. Now here are my $100 donors that I want to make sure we get through. Scroll up just a little bit there. Perfect. At $100, we talked about Lorraine Pushal, thank you. Allison Rubin, Betsy Bleckman, thank you. Bonnie Weaver at 100. Jacqueline Cohen at 100. Jill Hacker is a $100 donor. Karen Solad, Patricia Burdett, Lynn Strayer, Karen Feigerbaum, thank you. Deborah Cohen at 100. Janet Langley at 100. This is awesome. Debbie Feller is a $100 donor. Gigi Tylander at 100. I'll come back here and look at you all again because eyes are fixated over here. Barbara Police and Linda Michelotti we talked about. Lorraine Cross, thank you, all at $100 or more. We're at $88,700. What I offer to you all who are watching here now is if you haven't had a chance yet to give, or if I didn't call your number, people like Jill Sheets who gave $50. Sandra Sexton gave in at $250. Marissa Tiongson gave $500. If I didn't call your number, whether it's $40 or $40,000, now's the time to put it in. Let us watch that heart spike. Let us see how much over $90,000 we can get it. Amy Wilkinson just gave $100. Anyone else at any dollar amount, now's the time to put it in. Now's the time to let us acknowledge and see. Lisa Franklin with another $500 donation. Elise Cohen at $100. We're at $89,550. Is there $450 more out there to get us to that $90,000? I think there is. Susan Feinberg at $150. Anyone else? Because what we will do, as I wrap up this call to the heart, I will remind you that for the rest of the program, we have the essentials that you can continue to buy on your phone. Those are the specific donations that go to specific things that our kids will need. We will acknowledge some of those donors later in the program as well. But I will tell you, as we celebrate right now, as I look here at this heart next to me, it fills up my heart because what we just did in the past 7 or 8 minutes is raise $89,550. That is an awesome call to the heart. Thank you so much for that. I mentioned you could continue to give towards the essentials as part of the Instabuys on your phone. You'll also see in the Instabuys that you can still get in on the Saks Fifth Avenue opportunity drawing. There's only 22 opportunities left. It only started at 100. The next person who buys has a 1 in 77 chance of winning a $3,000 Valentino shopping spree at Saks Fifth Avenue. So please get on your bidding devices. Oh, we just sold another one, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I will also tell you it's a great time for us to check in with some more of our text-to-screen images. People who have been watching throughout the program, we see you there. We see your cats watching. We see past pictures from other BFF bashes. We see those. They've got their captain's hats on. They're ready to go. I see Alexa there. She's giving the thumbs up because this is a great program supporting Best Foot Forward. So we want to let those continue to scroll a little bit so we see more and more people on there supporting Best Foot Forward. Now, much of the program today was dedicated to making sure that our Anchor Award winner got his just due. He's a gentleman who has supported this organization for many, many years. I will also tell you that he has got a great message about what he used to think Best Foot Forward was and what it is now. But it's not for me to introduce our Anchor Award winner. I'm going to turn that over to one of our Best Foot Forward. We keep calling them kids, but so many of these are young adults at this point. Because oftentimes when they get involved with Best Foot Forward, it's when they are kids. She was a sophomore in high school. She is now just months away from graduating from FIU with a degree in public administration with hopes of working in human resources. Today, she gets to help me present the 2020 Anchor Award. Hello, Mary.
Thank you, Jason. Although I was in foster care for more years than I like to admit, there was one thing that remained consistent, and that is that there are people always coming in and out of your life. For some people that work with foster youth, they see it as just a job, while others actually truly care. I believe that it is important that we have leaders who also care. Not just any leader, but a leader who not only cares about just the kids, also the organization that supports them as well. And Larry Ryan is that person. When you hear Debbie and Donna talk about Larry, you will get an understanding of what he truly means to not only BFF, but to them as well. I would also like to announce that is why he is the 2020 recipient of the Anchor Award. Can you please help me congratulate and welcome Larry Ryan?
Thank you so much, Mary. Receiving awards is always nice, but receiving one at this event from this organization is especially meaningful to me. I'm blessed to be doing work for the past 25 years that is incredibly fulfilling and enjoyable. But before I became ChildNet CEO about 3 years ago, I was getting a little stale, a little complacent. Then I had something of a rebirth, an epiphany. Several things that several wise people had said to me over the years finally coalesced, and I realized that I wasn't doing enough, that ChildNet wasn't doing enough, that none of us was really doing enough. I finally realized that we must always try to do more for our abused, abandoned, and neglected children. We should not prioritize staying under budget or focus on return or on investment, or be content with doing things only as well as we can with available funding. No, no, no. We should be talking about doing more, doing everything we can, providing more, providing the best, performing our absolute best for all these children and their families always. And that is what now drives me. That's what keeps me going. And that is why receiving an award at this event from this organization is so important to me. The Soulmates Luncheon is intended to provide the daily life essentials that our children need over and above the academic support that Best Foot Forward routinely provides. That's what we all need to do. Provide more. Go over and above what we normally do, or are contracted to do, or are paid to do. And that is what Best Foot Forward does. It doesn't just offer tutoring, as I stupidly once thought. They do so much more. They provide a unique and intelligent service, much smarter and much more effective than just tutoring. They advocate, and they teach young people to advocate. They do more, and they strive to get the most and the best for their students, and help them become the most and the best. And they don't simply rely on the paltry pot of state money that ChildNet provides them. They work tirelessly, endlessly, and effectively to raise more so they can do more and serve more. And by the way, Best Foot Forward is also wonderful to work with. I have another important value I constantly preach and practice at ChildNet: joy in the workplace. We work in an incredibly tough and often sad business. And it will destroy you if you don't find the time to laugh, to have fun, and to enjoy. And there are no more fun, enjoyable, generous, wonderful people to work with than Debbie and Donna. Thank you both so much for this award and for all you and your wonderful staff, supporters, and students do. Thank you. Love you.
All right, Larry, and thank you, my friend, for all you have done for Best Foot Forward over the years. Now, folks, we got some housekeeping to take care of here to wrap up our program, but I will also tell you that you can still text us your pictures at 813-212-2122, because after the show concludes, we're going to show more of those pictures. And again, we want to see you as you have enjoyed today's Soulmates Luncheon. I will tell you also that we're going to announce a few more prize winners. The first prize, all you had to do is be registered to win. We've got our third and final Amazon gift card, a randomly selected person who's registered for our program, and that winner is? Andrea Korn. Round of applause for Andrea. Congratulations. You get that Amazon gift card. Thank you for registering and being part of our program. I will also tell you that some more calls to the heart came in as we were watching some of those videos. So we want to thank people like Lori Bargus, who gave $500. So let's give Lori that round of applause there. We want to announce and give away our $3,000 Saks Fifth Avenue Valentino shopping spree. Folks, you get to go pick out your handbags, go pick out your shoes as you so choose, up to $3,000 at Saks Fifth Avenue. We had a drawing to do that. We're going to randomly select a name right now, and that name of our people who bought into the Saks Fifth Avenue drawing is? Mel Ilion. Mel, thank you so much. And what I love when that happens is Mel, I don't remember the exact dollar amount, but Mel gave during our call to the heart, and I think it's karma, right? You give and you get back 10 times over when you give at programs like this. I will tell you that one of my favorite things to do now is say our total money raised. Before I announce the total money raised, though, I want to acknowledge a few other donors who bought into our essentials. That's where you went on and bought the Instabuys. It wasn't part of the call to the heart. It was just people who saw opportunities to give towards our Best Foot kids. We have some people who let's see here. America Mendez gave $1,000 to support summer housing. So America, thank you. And Daniel Davidowitz, he gave $5,000, a Stand By Me essential. So Daniel, thank you so much. Those are the donors who tapped on those essential buttons. So please keep funding those programs for Best Foot Forward. So here's what we'll do. If we can take me to the total money raised screen now, because what I'm going to do now is take a moment to announce the total money raised through the entire Soulmates Luncheon. This is from the sponsors leading up to the program here tonight. This is from the Call to the Heart. This is the Insta-Buys. This is the Saks Fifth Avenue raffle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look here, and I've got an MC screen coming for me. And what that MC screen tells me, it tells me that total. And that total, what I will do is I will do some quick math in my head and tell you what we just did here today is raised for Best Foot Forward, $132,000. That is awesome. Thank you so much for all of you who watch, who help us get to that level. I will also remind you that as this fundraiser comes to a close, I will ask you to please put March 13th, 2021 on your calendar. It is the date of the Best Foot Forward Bash. I don't know exactly how we're going to come to you yet. I don't know if anyone knows what they're going to be doing in March, but I do know on that night we'll be celebrating Best Foot Forward again, whether it be in person or virtually. We will make sure that it is an amazing time for you, as hopefully you have had here today. I do want to thank the production crew, who's our AV technology team, who put on a great program here today. I do want to thank Qtego, the donation platform that allowed us to receive all these donations for Best Foot Forward. And I will tell you that my name is Jason Alpert. I've loved being your MC and host for this program. What we're going to do is we wrap things up. I'm going to turn it over to another one of our Best Foot kids. It is Serenity. And Serenity is not only her name, but what she brings us. Because Serenity is singing a song directed directly to you who are watching tonight. It is a song called Hero. Have a great day, everybody.
There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul, in that sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you'll cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when it feels like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, and that a hero lies in you. It's the long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you reach within yourself, and that emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Lord knows that dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tell them away. Just hold on, 'cause there will be tomorrow, and in